Saxon Math for 6th grade. We're again doing lesson 61. We've already learned how to find the area of a parallelogram, and now we're going to talk about the angles on a parallelogram. The angles on a parallelogram are really neat. When you have two angles that are side by side, so this one is beside that one, or this angle is beside that angle, we're going to call them adjacent. If you remember from before, adjacent means side by side. If you don't remember from before, put it on your paper. Side by side. In a parallelogram, two adjacent angles, so maybe these two or those two, add up to make a straight line. If I was to cut this angle off and put it over here, they would fit perfectly together to make a straight line. A straight line is 180 degrees. I can use that to help me solve my problems because two adjacent angles in a parallelogram equal 180 degrees. Which means if they told me in my problem that this angle is 110 degrees, how would I find my other angles? Well, if this one's 110, and two adjacent angles equal 180, then 110 plus 1 makes 180. 110 plus whatever this angle is, we'll call it x, equals 180. So let's subtract. 180 minus 110 leaves what? You should be able to do that in your head. 180 minus 110 leaves you with 70 degrees. That means that this angle is 70 degrees. Let's solve the other angles while we're here. If this angle is adjacent to this angle, then the same rule applies. If this one is 110, this angle must be some other number, where 110 plus this would be 180. 110 plus, well, we just found that, 70 equals 180. Now let's use that same rule to find this last angle. 70 plus what would be 180? Well, we know that 70 plus 110 degrees equals 180. And that leads me to our second rule. Not only do adjacent angles add to 180, but as you can see here, the opposite angles are the same. These two are both 110, and these two are both 70. In all parallelograms, all opposite angles are going to be the same, which means they're going to be congruent. Write both of those rules on your paper, please. That the adjacent angles add to 180, and that opposite angles, which means ones on the opposite side of the shape, are the same. They are congruent.